We should be live. Hopefully we are. Ooh. Alright, so today we got State of Play. I don't have the volume turned off right now. It is very loud. Hopefully it's loud enough on the stream. I always change it around and I always forget what I set it to. And I can never remember where it was at previously. But okay. It starts in 4 minutes. Do I have any last minute predictions? No. No, I don't. Soros, I kind of completely forgot about that one, and I could totally see us getting that. But we'll have to see. So normally when I stream, I get mucused up, right? Like my sinuses get all mucused up and I cough. And I had heard about these boom boom sticks and how good they are and how much they help out. And I was like, fuck it, let's try this thing. So I got a pack. Let's just kind of open these things up. Let's see what they're like. So twist off the cap, place the stick by each nostril, inhale deeply for 1 to 2 seconds. I just got a mint one. Alright, it smells like mint. Twist to open. Oh my gosh. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Oh my god, that is a strong mint smell. I do think my airway opened up. I literally just got a pack. I didn't even mint, not mint, whatever. I usually hate mint, but it's like, fuck it, let's try it. I don't know if that worked, but I mean, definitely the moment I took it in, it was like, oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah, I'm completely open, but I don't know if that's gonna last. I guess we'll just have to see. I already feel like I need to cough, but that might be everything going out the back. So yeah, today we're just watching. We thought the State of Play was coming. We didn't know, did not know. Sure enough, it is happening. So today we're doing State of Play. Tomorrow, even though it is Switch 2 launch day, I don't plan on streaming the Switch 2. I don't know. I think the first moment with a new Nintendo console should be something kind of intimate, for lack of a better word. And I know, while yes, I could stream it and whatnot, I don't want to. So we're not going to. And then with the following day, however, for in chat, we're going to do Summer Games Fest, which is around this time on Friday. And then immediately afterwards, we're going to do in chat. We're just going to do the episode. We'll recap this. We'll recap the State of Play, or Summer Games Fest, and we'll talk about Mario Kart. And we'll play Mario Kart. Probably not during Summer Games Fest, but definitely afterwards. So that is the plan at the moment. That might change, but at the moment, that is the plan. Alright, I'll turn this on when it hits 5. But yeah, I don't know. Do we see Wolverine? I don't know. Blessing Adeoye Jr. put it at like 20%. And I think that's a decent number. I might put it a little higher, but that's just me. Do we see Final Fantasy? What was it? Not Reborn. What was the name? I don't know. My first thought is Like a Dragon, Yakuza. Yeah, definitely. Is the next, is the sequel to Infinite Wealth gonna take place on the moon? Could you imagine that? I would... Those games are so good. I have no idea what this is. Luminos? Oh shit, are we getting Tetris Effect but for Luminos? Oh my god, that actually sounds like an amazing idea. Holy shit. Yeah, no, that's a great idea. If you don't know, Luminos is a puzzle game. It's... I don't even know if I'd really compare it to Tetris. It's on Switch. I think it's on everything, but I know you can play it on Switch. Lumens Arise. Yeah, it's basically Tetris Effect, but for Luminos. Yeah, it's one of those puzzle games like Meteos that I do highly recommend. VR is good for Tetris Effect, so that'll probably be good there.
I'm Tetsuya Mizuguchi. Director no Ishihara Takashi desu. Luminous Arise no trailer.
Hopefully that's loud enough. It's loud in my ears.
PSVR 2対応で発売予定です。
Lumens Arise. Yeah, it's a puzzle game I'm very bad at. But that's a neat... I like that idea. I really do like that idea.
プレイヤーを共感覚の世界へと導きます。まあよくある普通のパズルゲームってことだよね。テトリスエフェクトを一度遊んだことがある人はわかると思いますが。
Yeah. Okay, so it's the same people who did Tetris Effect. That's good. That's good to know.
夏にシングルとマルチプレイの体験版を配信予定です。ぜひ皆さん手に取って遊んでみてください。Thank you and enjoy the rest of State of Play.
That's, you know, out of all the games I expected them to open the State of Play with, that's not one of them. But I don't hate that opening. Because Tetris Effect was a very popular game.
The future.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader? I don't know why that's the first thing I think of when I think of the Atom. Just specifically that.
Into reality. With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI, we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality.
This isn't... What's the running game? Mirror's Edge?
For our future. Delphi Corporation.
Because that's what all the white makes me think of.
Through to Earth.
And why are these things trying to kill us?
Unless this is some Horizon shit, but I don't think it is.
There you are. All better.
Wait.
Catch me up.
What? Was this a Ubisoft game? No, it was Capcom. I do remember this. I don't remember I remember the little girl.
Whoa, hang on a second.
You're right, this big burly space marine and a little girl. Maria, for lack of a better word. But I don't remember what it was called.
I think I can help.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
Pragmata. Yeah, I remember when we got like the CGI trailer. And then I swear at some point this was like canceled or reworked or something.
How about we call you Diana?
Diana?
I was close with Maria. Even though I was just referencing a Sonic thing. Yeah, that was revealed 2022. And it was just kind of... I swear that game got, like, restarted at some point, or something like that. I do remember that. Still a full year away, though.
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay, I'll get it.
Curry time.
I have no idea.
Romeo! Romeo, stay with
Grandpa, I'm gonna die.
me. Romeo, listen up. You're gonna die in about 15 seconds.
Seriously?
Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The dead gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
What the heck? What in the Shinji Mikami? I have no idea what the fuck's
You're
going
already
on.
half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame.
Okay, this could also be Suda 51.
From now on, you're dead man.
This is probably more likely Suda 51. It also this doesn't look like Dead Rising, but there are elements that remind me of that. No, this has to be Suda 51. I'd be amazed if that or the guy who did D4, but I'm pretty sure we're all mad at him right now, so rightfully so, because he did some stupid shit.
Romeo is a dead man. Coming 2026. Maybe.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like a spirit?
I'm on your back.
What?
Yeah, this... Yeah, Suda 51, what did I say? What did I... You can just
皆さ
tell.
んこんにちは。
Oh, look,
グ
there
ラス
he
ホッパーの役
is.
者の須田剛一です。いえいえ。
Yeah,
皆さんトレーラー
it's
どうでした
Wario64
グラスホッパーの久々の
in
新
the
作
flesh.
ロミオ・イザ・デッドマンです、いよいよ発表できました、このゲームはですね
Yeah, it looks totally up his alley.
ロミオ・スターゲーザーという名前なんですかっこいいでしょ、時空犯罪
I do like
捜査官
Suda.
として
I don't
凶
love
悪
all
な
of
ですね
his
指名手配の
games.
さまざまな時空に
But I
飛
do
ん
like
で
Suda 51.
倒していくそんな、ブラッディなアクションゲームとなっています。そして今回はですね、剣だけじゃありません、銃も使えます。ストロングスタイルのアクションゲームとして、チーム一丸となって頑張って作ってます。そしてなんで、タイトルがですねロミオなのにデッドマンなのか、それは皆さんぜひ続行をお待ちください。
You can tell, even just like, if you tell someone the title, there's a, if they know who Suda 51 is, they could probably guess it just based on the title. I mean, the guy who did Lollipop Chainsaw, Killer is Dead, third example here, Killer 7. Okay, Killer 7 doesn't match up with the other ones, but you get my point.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
じゃあね。
裏切り者。
Oh, Silent Hill F. Okay. I don't know. I know everyone liked the Silent Hill 2 remake, but all the other things they've been putting out, I don't think people like. I don't know. I really need to play the Silent Hill 2, even though I'm not a horror game guy. Like, I don't care for horror games at all. Silent Hill 2 is one of those games that's like so good that you kind of gotta do it anyways. Silent Hill roguelite coming right at you.
どこにいるの？いなくはいいよね。何でも持ってる。そんなあんたがいなくなってくれるんだからせいせいする。一人は嫌だよ。寂しいよ。ずっと一緒だよって約束したよね。暗いのは嫌。一人ぼっちは嫌。錯誤。裏切り者。
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to trust the experts on that one, because I've got no idea.
The castle has been sighted again.
Castlevania?
The Church's orders are absolute. These human sacrifices must be stopped.
We will track the ethereal castle, break its gates,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
exterminate the creatures that dwell
this
within.
looks like a Castlevania.
The Demon Lord himself will fall by our hand. This mission will test the limits of your courage. You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings. Beasts that defy reason. Creatures born of pure darkness.
I legitimately can't remember the last time we got a Castlevania. Because I feel like, you know, there was Bloodstained, which was the spiritual successor. But most, like, Metroidvanias have just been Souls-likes. Because they're very similar genres. Metroidvanias and Souls-likes. They don't get talked about like that, but they kind of are. I don't know, it may not have been as long as I think. But I can't even remember the last one.
Tonight, we start our mission!
Oh, it's just Bloodstained. Okay. A 3D Bloodstained. Insurance. Well, you know, that looks like this. Okay, that's interesting.
So
like I was saying, I can't remember the last Castlevania. I can only think of Bloodstained.
right into
Fair point, I guess.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years.
This ain't a Persona. This ain't... That's Atlas. That's... Oh, Digimon. Okay. I've seen people compare, like this to Pokemon. That, like, oh, look at how good this game looks. Meanwhile, a Pokemon game can barely run at 60 frames a second.
I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for? I remember you guys.
Who or what is that?
I don't know, I've heard these games aren't... Not this one, but the most recent one.
This is the first time the
Was good. I know that people liked it, did really like
the
it.
anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly.
But I don't know, I wasn't a Digimon kid.
Running out of time.
If it wasn't very apparent.
Digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world? Stop it! That egg is very important!
The World Tree has been attacked. It is just as the Great One, Plutomon, said.
It can't protect anyone.
We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by Digimon.
Attack!
Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
Everything's riding on
To
you.
move forward into the
We
future.
must fulfill our mission. Agent,
Okay, October. Squeenix. I have no idea. That means nothing.
Oh, Father, abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
If you feel wrong, blame yourself or the father.
Why do you fight? Why walk this path of subterfuge and conflict?
Oh, what's
The weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon your crown!
This vile charade has gone on
I
long
have no
enough.
idea.
It ends now.
There's tactics. Okay, I could not remember. I knew it was Final Fantasy something. I just couldn't remember if it was tactics or something else. This is a remake, right? Is this the one that people really... Because I know people really like Tactics on the GameCube. Is this a remake of that, or is this something entirely new?
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann, here to deliver news and release dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
We hope you enjoyed that first look at Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles. The game will include 2 versions of the original PlayStation Classic. The enhanced version, which features improved graphics, fully voiced dialogue, refined gameplay, and much more.
The graphics
as well
are
as the classic version, which brings a faithful
It reminds me
recreation
of,
the
like,
1997
you know those like
original
pixel
to modern
smoothing
consoles.
things that they do for like retro games? The enhanced version kind of reminds me of
Final
that.
Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles launches on PS5 and PS4 September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
This next game is something really special. When I first played it, I laughed so hard I almost barfed. Let's check it out.
What?
But is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just
Oh, baby steps. Okay.
Just normal.
Fuck, man.
Just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I went away. No.
Well, you know, I did have this in my predictions. I just didn't know if it'd be
In baby
here or
steps,
somewhere
all you have
else.
to do is carefully place one foot in front of the
This
other,
is a Bennett
which is
Foddy
easier said
game,
than done.
which, if you know who
Main
Bennett
character
Foddy
Nate requires
is,
some pretty deliberate movement to make even the simplest progress.
but I
It's
think
a
Devolver
captivating
is producing
open-world
it.
experience filled with oddball characters.
Here we go. Knock knock. Oh, no. You found it even without a map. The best toilet on the mountain.
Oh, good.
Definitely check this one out when it comes to
September
PS5.
I used to
on
call it
September 8th.
something else. I used to call it, because I always forgot it was called Baby Steps and used to call it maybe Baby Mode.
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure title from Bandai
it's
Namco Studios
origami.
Singapore.
Look at... Okay.
In this
Color me
journey to
interested.
save your origami home, you'll transform into paper shapes with distinct abilities.
Okay, Zelda-like Paper Mario thing.
A nimble frog, a hardy armadillo, and a powerful ape. Master the art of folding when Hirogami arrives on PS5.
I
later
don't
this
think I've heard
summer.
of that one before. That's interesting.
Sid, why don't you tee this next one up?
Thanks, Sean. The Hot Shots series has been with PlayStation from the very beginning, and its latest installment, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, boasts its largest character roster ever.
Yeah, this was at a Nintendo presentation, which was so weird because this is a PlayStation game.
Each with weather effects and new nighttime variants.
I'll be honest, I don't think it looks
begin later
amazing.
Today. And those who do will get Bandai Namco's iconic
looks
Pac-Man
that good
as an early unlock.
But I know people really like Hot Shots Golf and Everybody Golf. They're good
Everybody's
games.
Golf Hot Shots drives onto
And it
PS5 September 5th.
September, okay. That's like that's not bad.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a challenging new entry in the long-running action franchise.
Is this the one made by the developers of
Ragebound stars dual protagonists from rival
Blasphemous,
clans
or is that a
forced
different
to
game?
combine their souls and skills against a demon uprising. And longtime fans will really love the pulse-pounding soundtrack.
I don't know, I'm not a
featuring
Ninja
guest
Gaiden
composers
fan.
from the original series.
I didn't like its spiritual successor either. What was that? What was it called? Not Mistborn. It's a book.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives July 31st.
Yeah, I'm just not a
PS5
Ninja Gaiden
and
guy.
PS4.
That's the thing. Even I think Cyber Shadow, the one produced by
From
Yacht
the
Club
game
Games.
makers, Cairn is a survival climbing experience where you must carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
I did like Jasant, which came out 2 years ago.
Manage balance and stamina to discover
And Jasant was all about climbing, and that game was really good.
Hey, wait for me!
Encounter other climbers.
I'm Marco. Nice to meet you.
And survive the harsh conditions of the climb. You can give it a try yourself with a demo that arrives later today.
Okay.
That's all from us, but there's still a lot of State of Play to come.
This next reveal comes from the game preservationist at Digital Eclipse. Nothing can prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play, people were excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
Oh. Okay, I know some people who are going to be very happy about
I was
that.
like, I can't believe this game exists.
That's not my cup of tea, but that's good. I'm glad that exists.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat brutality.
Yeah.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
And yeah, don't they? And it makes sense because I think they have a movie coming later this year, maybe next year. I don't know. I fully expect to see something about that at the Game Award or no, Summer Games Fest next week.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Yeah, okay. What? Oh, an officially branded fighting controller? Okay, PlayStation. Wireless is probably what's going to kill it for some people. Because even that just few, milliseconds of input delay really adds up. And this is Delta.
Where did he go? We've lost sight of the enemy. Find him. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown.
Loading like this? It's a revolution.
All right, Commander. Good, baby. Take this. Here comes another one.
won't get away from me. Time for you.
Was it Metal Gear? Was it 3 or 2? Where if you're in the boss fight and you turn the game off and come back like a few days later, the boss will have died of old age. Was that? That's definitely a Metal, because that's definitely a Kojima thing. I just don't remember if it was 2 or 3. There's another series I'm surprised has never come back. There's a game that could go for like a collection or a remake. Ape Escape. I could totally... I know they're not hugely popular, but maybe that's the chance to get them back into popularity. What? Okay.
Spirit stones. Shining stones imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams.
Oh, yeah, I figured. This is a Dynasty Warriors.
Since time immemorial.
What was it? Nobunaga's Ambitions, or one of those things.
The impetus for human wars.
Such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Aratama.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
Foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell.
I was gonna, for a second I was thinking, this kind of reminds me of Neo, but I've never played a Neo game, but I was thinking it for a second there.
Who might you be, warrior?
Okay.
Tokugawa. Takechiyo.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more... I see, the reason I didn't say... is because I couldn't remember if Neo was done by Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo. I just could not remember who the developers were, and I wasn't going to look it up. But I was thinking it in the back... The longer that went on, I was like, this reminds me of like a Souls game. Is this Neo?
ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。本日よりプレイステーション5で体験版も配信いたしますので、ぜひプレイしてご意見をいただければと思います。2026年の発売に向け、続報にもぜひご期待ください。
How old the city really is. For me, it's all I've ever known. My whole world. I was raised in this city's shadow, free to take whatever I need to survive.
You know, a game we haven't had in a long time? Thief. I know there was, what, 2014?
This city hides many lost and legendary treasures.
A good one, not 2014.
Waiting to be
I think it was 2014, that sounds right.
Waiting to be taken. But some treasures come with more trouble than others.
And I'd want it to be funny. Because if I remember correctly, Thief 2 was funny.
I was dead.
Holy shit, I actually just called that. I was just like, you know, it made me think of Thief. Holy crap, we are getting a new Thief. I want it to be... Again, I remember the main guy, whose name I'm forgetting. I remember him kind of being like a wisecracking asshole. And it was kind of funny.
Hey, you got some hosing?
Marketland seems a bit tense today.
This isn't...
Something happened with another Tidewalker.
No, this has not... This is... For a second, it kind of reminds me of Raft. But all this weird time stuff isn't.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elend, my dear planet, has been dying. Plastemia has taken everything from us. But you Tidewalkers are all connected.
Hey, you stop right there!
And it's up to you now to use that power.
This is a VR game, right?
Please, help me.
So you're not like playing with other people, but you go through areas other people have gone through, and you get to see their experiences. And I know the other game, right? The people who made Road 96. I know people really liked that game. Tides of... Okay. I don't hate the idea of like you're going through and then you see someone else's like echo and then you can make like decisions for yourself.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Ducey, the game director of Astrobot. It's a pleasure to be back today
let's
to share
go.
news with you. What a last
We're getting
few
a summer
months it has
DLC.
been
We
in
going to
the
the
world of
beach.
Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback.
I actually booted up Astrobot the other day because I never did the second set of challenge levels.
Followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises.
I did that.
And earlier
We
this
did that.
year, The Vicious Void Galaxy.
I had never played
Yes.
those. I played those
Adding
earlier
more
this
new
week. We'll talk about it
challenging
more
levels,
on
all of which came at no
Friday.
additional cost. And today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels. in
Okay, new
Astrobot,
challenges.
Bringing the total to a whopping 90 planets. And new special bots will be there too, including Atsu from Ghost of Yotei, alongside other fans' favorites, but these ones are a surprise. And
Okay, that's already a neat
the
addition.
Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year, with a slight twist, so be on the lookout for more news coming soon. From
God,
all
I
of
can't
us
buy
at
another
Team
one.
Asobi, thank you all
Yeah,
for the amazing
because I do own that
reception you
controller.
gave our game.
I made the
And
investment,
enjoy the rest of
and
the
I
show.
was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need that," because I knew Astrobot was gonna be great. And my other PS5 controller I don't have right now. I lent it to somebody. See if they're like mannequins. It reminds me of Monkey Island, but I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Hey, it's Tamatoa! Oh, it's an RPG. Kind of. I do like the art style. Them all being mannequins. I do think that looks nice. Again, in the modern world where graphics are so good, it's better to have a unique art style than it is just to have a realistic one. No, this isn't... Okay, I was thinking Journey, but I was like, no. There was that other one. Not... What was it called? Sable? That was also about skating through the desert. You know who's a developer that I wonder if we'll see anything from? The guys who made, they used to be Playdead. They made Limbo and Inside. I know one of them, because the team broke up. One guy made Cocoon, and the other guy is working on something else. There might have also been a third guy in there. I wonder if we'll see anything from them this E3. Because Cocoon was really good. But supposedly the other guy's also working on something. And it's been years now. Sword of the Sea. Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and The Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
I know I was interested in playing The Pathless. I don't know if I ever actually did.
Remedy brings otherworldly action to game catalog with FBC Firebreak. In this cooperative FPS set in the paranatural world of Control, you and two fellow agents must confront and contain the reality-warping chaos found within the oldest house. Fun in short bursts or deep dives, FBC Firebreak launches day one into game catalog on June 17th.
You know another developer I'd love to see their new game?
The PlayStation
Young
Plus
Horses.
Classics catalog welcomes several new
I
titles.
don't think I talked about that last week.
The PS2 version of legendary immersive sim Deus Ex
Interesting.
arrives June 17th.
But I would love to see whatever Young Horses is working on.
In July, Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service.
That makes
just in
sense.
time
There
for
is
the
an.
second season
They are
premiere
making a
of
second
Twisted Metal,
season of that
which
show
arrives
that
July
nobody
31st
watched.
In select countries, including Peacock and
Even though I
VS.
heard it wasn't bad.
Additionally, two of Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer in the Classics catalog. Additionally, Myst and Riven will arrive later this month as part of the Days of Play celebration, running now through June 11th. Days of Play is a 2-week event that includes bonus PlayStation Plus content drops, great deals on software and hardware, and more. Visit PlayStation Blog and PlayStation.com for full details.
Yeah.
His parents
I was looking at the sale. Nothing that really piqued my interest. But for a news story we're talking about later in the week. Oh, here's James Bond. For a news story where this game Going Under is on sale. And we'll talk more about it on Friday. But I recommend picking that one up. It's a roguelite made by the developers Aggro Crag.
What to do with him, Mom?
No.
Because I picked it because I saw that was on sale on PlayStation. And was like, I don't have that one on PlayStation. I should buy that. So I did.
In Iceland was insubordination. It was
So who's playing James Bond? I think Andy over at Kinda Funny was predicting it was going to be the guy who's playing Lex Luthor in the new Superman.
It's really quite simple.
Who's it going to be?
Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
I don't know who that is.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
So you shouldn't have.
I'll be honest, I'm not a big James Bond
We're
guy.
facing a situation of the
If I'm
utmost
just
delicacy.
being
I need
honest,
all my pieces on the board.
I've never been a James Bond guy. But I do like IO Interactive. And the Hitman games can be good fun, and I feel like using them to make a James Bond game's a decent idea.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
You know, I really thought this was going to be at Summer Games Fest. I'm kind of surprised this is here.
Tell me, what do you do, James? Lately, headhunting. I suppose this is another teachable moment.
There are also things that remind me of Indiana Jones, the new Indiana Jones game, which I do kind of hope it's like that. Because I know people really like that Indiana Jones thing. Isn't there's like a gameplay event going on in like
Hello.
3 days.
I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. The team is
Yeah, there's like a
thrilled to
gameplay
announce
event going on
007
right
James
after
Bond.
Summer Games Fest.
You'll experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo and the martinis, as he first steps into the world of espionage, striving to earn his 00 status. Everyone at IO Interactive has poured their passion and dedication into crafting an experience that honors the legacy of Bond, harnessing our 25 years of
I do
agent
really though need to play
expertise.
that Indiana Jones
This
game.
is just the beginning of
I
the journey with
I
007.
do like Machine Head games.
We can't wait to share more
While I
with
don't
you soon.
love Indiana Jones movies, I think that's because they're more hit than miss. Or more miss than hit, I mean. There are more bad Indiana Jones movies than there are good ones. Here we go. Go see Yote. I'm so happy for Erika Ishii. The fact that they're in this. Oh my god, if you have not seen the most recent Game Changer. We'll talk about it on Friday. Oh my god, it's so good. So good. And they're in it. That's why I bring it up.
You're still with me?
That's it. That's all we're getting. What? Wait. Arc System. This isn't. Is this Marvel vs. Cap? Oh my god, Tim Geddes. I think it was Tim Geddes who called this. This is Marvel vs. Capcom, right? But oh, I do like this Marvel. Shit. That's the second Ghost Rider, right? That's not Johnny Blaze. Come on, where's Magneto? A joke. This might not be Marvel vs. Capcom. Well, because there's no Capcom. But I don't know if Arc System... I don't think Arc Systems is Capcom. But either way, a Marvel fighting game is still... That's still a pretty big production. Interesting. Interesting. Are Arc Systems, are they the ones that do all the Dragon Ball games? Or am I thinking of a different studio? I probably am. What's going on here?
プレイステーションの友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアークの方で
Arc Systems the one that do Blue Blaze.
マーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないか
That might actually
とい
make
うよう
more
な提案をい
sense.
ただきまして。いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず本当にうちの会社で大丈夫かなという不安もあり。
Yeah, I still... that's not Johnny Blaze, that's the second Ghost Rider. I like the Hulkbuster. Star-Lord I could give or
The
take.
inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom.
And I like that it's
wanted to say,
very
why
heavily
isn't
Japanese
PlayStation
influence.
in this space?
Like,
So PlayStation
they're
approached
just
us
gonna,
with
you
this
know,
vision to
multiverse
bring
shit.
Marvel
Roll
back
with
to
it.
the
I'm
forefront
totally
of the
down.
tag fighting genre. And that got us really excited because we had worked with them before on successful stuff like the Marvel Spider-Man franchise with Insomniac. When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested? When they named the developer,
I recognize the
that
character.
really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling Marvel, putting their own spin on it, and then just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも本当に作れるんだったらぜひやりたいねっていうことを言われました。話を受けてしまった以上これは私がプロデューサーなのかなっていうところで。
The tricky thing is that most fans, including myself, see this as a sacred genre for Marvel. The tough part is finding a partner that's crazy enough to take on the task.
I would agree with him there. That people love the Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Do it at all.
So trying to, match up to that is a real challenge.
On how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind of own expectations of, here's what I would expect to see from Arc System Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And what came up was something that went beyond that.
一番最初にマーベルさんに提出した時はなんとなくマイケルさんの反応はあんまり芳しくなかった印象があって、何がまずいのかなっていろいろやっぱり直接話していくうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあって。
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければ分かると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが、出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすこぶるよくて、
Is this the last thing?
これなんだみたいないう感
Because
じで。
we've been going for
Iron Man is supposed to be
an
the
hour.
sleek fighter
I swear the
jet
show was
with
40
luxury
minutes.
car mixed with
And we've been going
great
for
house.
almost
And
50
the fact
now.
that they added anime mech elements
Maybe
to it
even
just felt
50.
really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the world, and really trying to take not just the IP but gameplay mechanics and say, what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing awesome work here, and bring that to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ、格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところと、
When ARC looks at these Marvel characters, it's not simply just the visuals, it's also the gameplay mechanics and adding in that, what is that pop? What is going to be something that's different? Up until now, you've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3. We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun ways to change up the gameplay that I think players are going to be very excited to see.
まあ今回4対4という、まあ、革新的なところにチャレンジしている中で、4キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか、安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
I don't think a lot of people thought this day would be here, would come. You know, this has just been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that we get to be able to share it with all the fans out there.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience this level of production, and it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、まあ、それぞれの強い思いの中でこのタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲームにしてファンに届けようと。
The 3 companies have come together to do this, and I think we really are going to make something magical here.
このタイトルですね、まだまだ開発途中ではありますが、続々とキャラクターも発表していきたいと思いますし、キャラクター以外のコンテンツというところも今後いろいろ出ていくと思います。今しばらく楽しみにお待ちいただければなと思います。Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
You're still with me?
Okay, here's our sizzle reel. This might just be the end of it.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
I mean, we got some good things. I'll be honest, thinking through this direct, there's a lot of stuff I didn't care for. Just not my taste. But we still got some interesting things. I don't know, I'm Mr. Optimistic, so I'm more positive than most people. But yeah. Is that it? Is that the end? Yep, thanks for watching. So looking through this, right? We got like a few seconds ago, Yote, so whatever. Pragmata, I don't care for. I probably won't play 007 First Light. This, I think, isn't. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but this is interesting. I do like this idea. I will never play either one of these. Probably not that. Suda51's an interesting guy. This one kind of looks interesting. Lumens is, I think, great. I think that making Tetris Effect out of lumens is, I think, a really good, really inspired idea. So I'm totally on board for that. Sword of the Sea, you know, people who did Journey, Abzu, yeah. Thief VR is one of those weird things where, yeah, sure. There are certain, the last Thief really fucked up, so you're gonna have to work hard to unfuck it up. But I think you can work it. Something I wouldn't play, but I'm glad it exists. Probably same thing here. I'm not going to play it, but I'm glad it exists. Yeah. So I guess that's how I think about it. Is this was a lot of games that I'm probably not going to play, but like there was no big show-stopping reveal. There were still some good reveals in there. I still do like some of that, but it just mostly wasn't for me. Which, to be fair, that's most PlayStation shows, right? Going into this, you know, I expected maybe one thing I was interested in, and I got, you know, I got my one. Okay, I kind of got my two. So that's kind of all I needed. Everything else is kind of a bonus. Personally, if you were to ask me, like, oh, what's your thoughts? Or, like, what would you give it out of 10? I'd probably... And see, that Tides thing might be interesting. It all depends. I'd probably give it, like, a 7. But that's just me. Again, I'm not I won't play a majority of this. And... for, yeah, everything I am interested in, there's at least something I'm not interested in. Good chunk of 2026 release dates. But I don't think it was... I was really only bored, like, once. Like, that's the thing. Like, no, sometimes getting all these showcases, it's like Summer Games Fest on Friday. Like, there's a reason why I got a bored emote just for Summer Games Fest, right? But this, I wasn't that bored. No, I wasn't that bored. Maybe like once, maybe twice. For the most part, I think it was very solid. I was entertained. I think there's some interesting stuff. Not all of it's for me, but hey, you know, I got some interesting things. So yeah, 7 out of 10. I guess I'm just going to leave it there. It's not the best, but not the worst either. I definitely think I have seen PlayStation shows that have had less, but I also didn't feel like they had any, like, oh my god, this is the most amazing, biggest thing ever. Like, their biggest, like, they open the show with Lumens, they end with Marvel. And, like, if those are, like, because that's, your biggest thing should either be the beginning or the end. So if those are your two biggest things, I mean, yeah, let's go with 7. I feel like I'm talking in circles at this point. 7's not bad. It's an interesting show. I don't know. Again, I'll mark it down, and then we'll do Who Wins Summer Games Fest in like a week or two. You know, once Xbox and Jeff have had their chance to shine. But I honestly think there could have been a worse start. There definitely could have been. But with that, that's where I'm going to end off. I've got a Switch 2 event to go to. So I will do that, and we will be back on Friday with Mario Kart World, with, what's it called? With Summer Games Fest, and the whole rigmarole. So until then, I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Till next time, peace.